Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. This is David Esquire coming to you live from EPHQ. EPHQ with another episode of Raw 365, where we get real, authentic, and at sometimes a little bit weird. But today is Mother's Day, so we're doing Raw 365 MOM. All right, so check it out. So it's Mother's Day. You're a creative. What the heck do you give your mom? How do you honor your mom for Mother's Day? Like, for reals, how do you do that? Well, there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. I'm gonna tell you how I honor my mom, no longer with us, for Mother's Day throughout the year. First of all, well, let me tell you a quick story. I always promised my mother that if I ever started to do photography and anything creative, not for the love of it and not from the heart, that I would eventually stop, retire, etc. And I did that. I was at the top of my game. In the 90s, I was one of the top 5 X Games photographers in the world. And I got to the point where I would go to the bookstore, I would go to the magazine rack, and if I didn't see my picture on the cover, I would get mad. And at one point I realized, and so I hung up the cameras for a month until I found that passion and just dug deep. Also, I maintained the very, very firm rule. I would not do anything inappropriate with my camera. I have done fine art, but there was a time also when I was approached by Flint Publications. They wanted me to shoot the nasty. And I said no. I always promised my mother I'd never do that. And besides, shooting the nasty, it's like herpes. It sticks with you forever. And do you really want that on your resume? I mean, they offered me a ton of money. But no, I turned it down. We're talking like well into 5 figures. By the time I got done with the shoot, it would have been like 200 grand. It was ridiculous. But no, I did not do that. Also, I incorporate a lot of the things that my mother taught me early on into my career to this day. Like literally to this day, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, let's do this. So how I honor my mother for Mother's Day is to remember that she brought me to where I'm at today, and also I honor her on the daily with my craft and all the things that she's taught me. What about you? What do you do as a creative to honor your mother? Totally share downstairs in the Kilt Zone. That's where you need to share it, buddy, in the Kilt Zone. And also, if you are following me on all the platforms, thank you very much. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe on YouTube. If you're not doing any of that, I'm so sorry. That's just such a bummer, and I'll let it be your conscience that will guide you. And until next time, remember to do something properly, and I'll do this just for you, Senor Pope. That's the Esquire. And that's it, and this is David Esquire coming to you live from EPHQ for another episode of Raw 365 Mother's Day edition. And until next time, remember to do one thing properly, and I just did it. I'm gonna do it again. Stay caffeinated, and I'll see you soon. Whoa, Kilt Zone! Ciao, bye.